Apart from the dramatic monologues, Carol Ann Duffy writes sometimes autobiographically, and one of the poems which is autobiographical and an account of something remembered from her childhood is Before You Were Mine. It's a poem which deals with a very common experience, picking up a photograph of a mother or father and imagining what they were like before you existed. And what's interesting about this poem is the fond feeling she has of her mother, particularly because she begins to see ways in which what her mother did with her as a child has affected the way she's grown up as an adult herself. The language in the poem is very direct. It's as though she's addressing her mother personally, as though she's still there, although we think from the beginning of the poem that she's addressing the photograph. Your polka dot dress, and you reckon it's worthwhile, emphasise this personal tone. There are various ways of responding to this poem. Some readers may think the poem's a very sad one because the person in the photograph seems to have disappeared, perhaps is dead. Or you may think it's a very happy poem which shows that a child can discover something about a parent when the parent is gone, and that this is positive because there's a fond memory and there's a sense of gratitude for what the parent passed on to the child. If you're comparing this with a poem by Simon Armitage, a natural choice would be Armitage's poem about his mother, Mother Any Distance. There is a difference here in that he's writing about a relationship that still exists, whereas we think in Duffy's poem, her mother has died. But both of these poems deal with the way in which we see our parents and perhaps change in our view of our parents as we ourselves grow older. If you're looking for comparisons with the pre-1914 poems, The Affliction of Margaret and On My First Son both deal with different aspects of the parent-child relationship.